Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Lightworker Secret for Success YouTube channel today. We're so glad you found us. If this is your first time, we believe everything happens for a purpose. So please like our channel, subscribe to it, and if you want to know when we're going live again, hit that notification bell. So today we're going to talk about medbeds and specifically the quantum physics that are involved with medbeds right now and the amazing experience that I got to have over the weekend. I was told about about 2 weeks ago about how I was able, you could go in and apply for a free 8-hour trial to experience a medbed. So I went in and I intentionally planned it out for a specific time for myself. And I went in and did the process to be qualified. It's really pretty self-evident. They have a lot of information on the site and they walk you through what you need to do. And one of the things that you actually take a picture because it's done through quantum physics. You take a picture of your bed, or if you want to do your recliner or whatever of that. And like if you're doing your bed, it's without any sheets or any pillows or anything on it, just the bed itself. And then you upload that into their system. And then once you do that, you have, it doesn't actually start the 8-hour countdown until you actually go in and activate it yourself. And it's really interesting because you're just you're going in and you're laying down on your bed or your recliner and you voice control activate it, or you could actually do just subconscious thoughts, but I chose to do by voice. And at first it was kind of like, okay, so what do I want? I have this amazing opportunity. What type of healing do I want? Right? And there's several different things going on with me. And I'm thinking, well, do I pick just one? And what I finally decided to do was I went in with a very clear intention that I was just going to ask that my body be healed and in harmony. So that it was completely in harmony, that all of my DNA that was activated, that should be activated, my Kundalini energy, everything was in perfect harmony. And I also, since I believe in past lives and different timelines and dimensions, I asked for that to happen across all timelines, dimensions, past lives, present, and future. And they ask that when you're doing this that you have no distractions. So I had my cell phone in another room turned off, no TV, no radio, even meditation music, just nothing. And just kind of lay there and just, shared just love and gratitude. But it was really, if you've ever been in an ocean, it was kind of like feeling the waves, the energy, like for me, and they say everybody's experiences differently. But for me, I felt like the waves of energy were just kind of lapping at my body. And I wasn't floating, but I could feel the waves hitting me and rolling through me. And it wasn't unpleasant or anything like that. It was just really unique experience for me. And I know that a few times I kind of dozed, but I didn't really go to sleep. I just kind of dozed and I was aware of stuff. And I just would say again, that I just want my body in perfect harmony. All of my DNA activated. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to have my body working as it was created to work by Creator, by Source Energy. And just put that kind of positive out there and focused on stuff. The neatest thing for me, and it's something that was a takeaway that I didn't realize at the time, was that I did it like I have 8 hours and I did like the first about 3 hours and I took a little bit of a break and then I did a couple more hours, took a break, and then did about 45 minutes at the end. Because once you start this, it's the 8 hours start. So you can't stop it and the hours stop. It keeps going that time. So you really want to make sure that you're having this, you schedule that time for yourself. And what I noticed was that during the time that I was actually in the quantum physics part of the medbed and that experience, I was totally pain-free. And I've been dealing with pain for probably 9 or 10 years now, every day, daily. And to say that I had no pain was just amazing, to have that piece of that nothing hurt on my body. And that was just, kind of remember what it felt like, right? To not have anything hurt. So that was really cool. And there was such a sense of just knowing, like my body knew what it was supposed to be and it was connected to that higher realm and healing. I knew it was healing. I don't know what was healing or what area was healing because I didn't specify that I wanted one thing done. I just felt that for me, being everything in harmony was more important. I just realized I disappeared on the camera. And so having that kind of vibration, I guess, would be the best way to explain it. Is just everything. I know that when I checked my frequency before I went in, my frequency was high and my vibrations were high. And when I came out, they were even higher, which was kind of interesting because I'm more thinking, okay, I want 100% vibration, 100% frequency, high frequency. And I just kept going higher and higher. So being in that light body, for lack of a better word, and at times it was like, if you've ever watched any kind of like the old Star Treks or things like, you get that kind of that sense of the light speed and stuff like that. And sometimes I felt that. I didn't see it, but I felt it. So it wasn't a visual thing, but I had that sense of this is what's happening, that I'm transcending and I'm going through things. I remember at one time thinking, okay, I'm wanting to be able to ascend to the fifth dimension and be in alignment with the fifth dimension. And that's when I really got a stronger sense of just that healing and that vibration, that frequency. And then again, coming back to being in harmony, because I realized that for me, a lot of times we talk about this part of our body or that part of the body and not overall the piece of being in harmony. And it wasn't about balance. It was totally about being in harmony. And all my blood cells were happy and my individual cells were happy and they were singing and they were healthy and everything was in balance, but it wasn't working. So when I went to harmony, it was like raising that frequency, raising that vibration. And when everything's in harmony, then there's not a good or bad, right? There's no judgment. And so for me, it was really just that intense sense of just knowing and just feeling such unconditional love and gratitude to have that opportunity and just know that there was that warmth. And it was better than a hug. It was like the universe and the energy and that celestial, everything was just there. And I felt just totally enveloped in that loving energy. So it's really cool. I would highly suggest it because I know that everybody's experiences are different, right? Because it's also going to be what your own beliefs are. But for me, I'm thinking, I believe in quantum physics. I believe in the ability of our bodies to heal themselves, and that we're meant to. That's our sovereign right, is to have perfect health. And so I didn't put any limitations on anything being, and it was just really, it was just. I'm really looking forward to. I'm actually applying to be in their research because they do have a research program. So I'm actually applying to see if I can get qualified to be part of their research, so be able to experience more of that.
Amazing. I mean, that sounds so cool. I mean, I signed up for today too. So I want to go through it. I mean, obviously I don't have the same kind of symptoms and stuff that you do, feeling with the pain and stuff, but everyone can be healed. There's certain parts of us that, have been damaged physically, and going through a quantum med bed. And my understanding too is eventually they're going to start charging for this. And I think you said it's about $2,000, right, Pamela, that they're going to charge for it. So why not take advantage of it, feel the program out, see what kind of results you get, see if anything has changed, do some before and afters. Whether you're going with an intentions, med beds are not new technology by any means. There's lots of different styles, and there's more and more of this technology coming out. And, it's exciting to see how this can heal and how we can really move forward with all of this stuff. And I predict that pretty soon there's going to be no doctors or nurses, or very few doctors, because of what med beds and different technologies can heal without, physical repair on bodies or whatever. So I'm really excited to try this. I'm going to either try it tonight or tomorrow night. I'm not really sure when I'm going to do it, but very, very cool. Very, very exciting. What kind of things did you experience? Did you see, like, when your eyes were closed, did you see like any kind of visions or images, or did you feel like anything, like your cells moving differently or repairing, or was there anything that you kind of felt while you're going through that?
I think it was like if you've ever floated in a swimming pool or in the ocean, you have that sound buffer. So sometimes it was kind of like having that, muffled, like I could feel, like at one point I actually felt like I could hear my blood flowing. Right.
Mhm.
And I'm not just talking about breathing, because a lot of times you can pick up that anyways, but actually feel the blood throughout my body flowing, um, which was really cool. It startled me at first. I'm thinking, okay, what is that? Do I have water running in the house? You know, and then the other thing that I noticed was a lot of times, a few times I would kind of close my eyes and just, because the room was dark, that I would get like pinpricks of light that would start real tiny and then just kind of seem to expand and then go away again. And sometimes I felt like there was for lack of just using words that we have, there was almost like a being or an energy there with me. I never felt threatened or anything, but there was just like this whole, like something else was holding that space for me. Would be my best, like there was just that piece of, knowing that there was something watching over, and there was that sense of energy running through my body. So it was really cool. At no time was it uncomfortable or intimidating or anything like that. I just always felt like it totally at peace, just totally just relaxed, and just like I said, was so grateful. And so just putting out there the gratitude and just that sense of just being unconditionally loved and held.
Now, was this coming off of your cell phone or your computer?
No, you go through the process, you put it, but once I didn't have a computer, nothing in the room. They do it through they uplink everything into their quantum physics thing. So I don't have my computer in there. I didn't have a cell phone. I had nothing technology in the bedroom with me.
And the vibration was reaching you.
Mm-hmm.
And how long has this been around? Do they
I don't remember. I think he said he'd been working on this since, I want to say 2018. I could be wrong. Could be earlier than that even.
Is it suggested that you do it like at nighttime while you're going to bed, or during the daytime so you're focused, or what is their protocol?
They say it's okay if you do it at night while you're sleeping. I mean, you can actually be in bed with somebody else because it's just going to be going to you. So even if you're sharing a bed with somebody like your kids or dog or whatever, it's not going to affect them because everything's lined up to your body at all. So, but you can be doing it while you're asleep. I chose to do it while I was awake because I wanted to feel the experience. I wanted to know what that was like. Mm-hmm. For me, with the intention and stuff. I know, and there's a bunch of testimonials on their site. I haven't put mine up there yet. I still have to do that. But there's a lot of people that give the difference. So some I think have gone to sleep, some stayed awake. Some just asked for minor healing on little things, and and it's like, I guess it's wherever your belief systems are, right? So because I believe in past lives and multiple dimensions and timelines, that I included that whole spectrum. So, but you can do it while you're awake. You can do it while you're. The only thing they tell you is they want you to be undistracted. So they don't want any TV or radios, or you're trying to read a book or anything like that. They want you totally just disengaged from everything else that's going to be a distraction to you.
And what were the after effects? Did you feel better afterwards too?
I did feel better. Like, the pain level later on did come back because I was off, of it. But I went that whole day without any kind of pain management at all. So that was pretty remarkable to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't like if you take a nap, sometimes you wake up and you're kind of groggy or something. It wasn't like that. So
Right.
it was, but again, I know everybody's experience is different, right? Like with anything. I set the intention that I was going to, experience this and come out with a really great experience and have just this total feeling of harmony and stuff in my body. And that's what I felt.
So what kind of information did you give them so that they could zap you specifically?
You give them you take a picture of your bed, you give them your name, your email. You have to take a picture of your bed or your recliner, or whatever you want to use. Picture for you because it's that whole your subconscious is connecting that picture to you and then sending it up to their virtual cloud, and then they connect it quantum physically to you.
Oh, so they're working in the cloud?
Yes.
Okay.
Then depending on what you're working on, does that also determine the length that you're in the med bed for?
Well, you're only allowed 8 hours total.
Right. So what determines the timing?
You determine it.
Oh.
So it's totally up to you. Like some people just did a couple of hours and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I wanted to do as much of the 8 hours as possible.
That sounds amazing. I know. One of my mentors, when I first started learning meditation, one thing that he told me is that it's not the ritual, it's what you bring to the ritual, right? So it's not you just lying in bed and expecting something magical to take place. It's what you said, your belief system, how you're feeling, what you're bringing to that is the experience that you're also going to feel from it.
I would highly recommend that everybody try it because while they're letting you do it for free, take advantage of it. Even if you only do a couple of hours, it's definitely worth the experience.
And could you go in there and do like a DNA upgrade? Like maybe you don't have any pain or you don't have any illness or disease. Can you just go in there with the intention of like upgrading your DNA or ascending?
They don't suggest that you say, I want to cure this disease or that disease. They don't do anything, disease specific. So it's all about intention. And so that's why I just went, like one of the things I mentioned was like being able to get my body ascension to 5D world, being able to get closer to that level where my body needed to be. So yeah, you could do whatever that piece is that you want your intention to be for your body. But there's information on their website of things that you can look at and, that's what because I even mentioned like for people who believed in past lives or dimensions or timelines, they could do that as well. Because some people don't have that belief system.
Well, awesome. I am so excited to try this, and I hope if you're watching this video, you are too. I did upload the link into the chat. So if you want to grab it out of the chat, we'll also, once it finishes compiling, we'll add the link in there too. It is free for, I don't know how long, but definitely check it out. And if you like this video, please make sure you like it, subscribe to our channel, tell other people, other lightworkers. If you would like to be interviewed on our channel, definitely reach out to us. We love interviewing other lightworkers, and we hope to see you all back next Monday at the same time, 4 p.m. Central, 5 Eastern. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. We'll talk to you all later. Bye for now.